Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm happy to explain to you guys what we do as a company here at Nomundo Media. We're going to go through the different aspects of the services we provide, and though we're not going to talk about prices because every different project can be so much different. On this website, there is a PDF file that you can actually click that explains our different kind of base rates for what we do, and you'd be actually pretty surprised in what we can do for you professionally for the price that we've asked for. Let's go through the list. Everybody loves a good testimony. Everybody loves that story, that miracle that God performed in your life. Man, people need to hear that. There's not some people's like, well, I don't believe that. It's like, man, there's one thing people cannot argue against is your own testimony. It was one of the first things we got to do here at Open Door, and we actually have some examples on our YouTube site of different testimonies we've done professionally where we sat someone down and we filmed them with the lighting and everything, and we were able to get a great little video, 6 minutes, 7-minute video that you guys can use as a different tool for different aspects, for your Facebook, for your websites, for your funnel pages, whatever it may be. We can help you create those. If you do it as one person's testimony, great. I'll tell you this though, if you do more in one sitting with us, we'll actually give you a good deal. Usually a recording takes about 45 minutes per person. Number 2, vlogs. My pastor, a couple years ago, when he first asked us to help with the social media and the media platforms at our church, one thing he really had a desire for was to be a part of his church's life during the week. Not just Wednesday nights, not just Sunday mornings, but he wanted to be in their lives and blessing them and encouraging them, being that pastor, that shepherd that he's supposed to be on a daily basis. And he came up with this idea. He wanted to do some small devotions with them daily. How did he do that? He did a vlog. He was able to set up in a kitchen, a really nice setup. We were able to help him with that, get him very simple equipment. He didn't buy big lights and all this stuff. He was able to use the kitchen lighting. He was able to use a little tripod and his phone. And we were able to take those videos. He went in, he would sit for an hour and he would film his 5 devotions. And then he would send those to us via Google and we would edit. We produced him a great intro video. His devotion, he called it Morning Shift, which was really cool. I thought it was a really cool concept for one. It's like morning shift. You're waking up in the morning. It's like, hey, let's get that shift. Let's get into the right attitude. Let's get into the, everybody's going to work. You can actually check out one of those on our YouTube site to see what that's like. I know there's pastors out there who are very interested. It's that burning in your heart. Let's do that on a more regular basis besides Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights. Let's get the preaching out to the world during the week. Let's impact our communities more than just 5 or 6 hours a week. Let's impact them all throughout the day, every day. We can help you do that through vlogging, and it's a cool experience and it can really impact your community. Number 3 is called the Who We Are videos. Now, we live in a world of the attention span of the 3 second. People go to websites and the websites, they're beautiful and they're well done, but there's so much on them. There's so much reading you got to do. There's so much buttons and clicks and links and where you got to go. Where's this at? What do you guys believe? I don't know. I'm just going to go on. I don't have enough time for this. Well, we want to help you do that. People love watching videos. We are in the world of the thumb where people just scroll. They got 3 seconds. Okay, I'm done with that video. Oh, I'm done with that video. I'm done with that video. Okay, so we have an idea. It's like, how can you pretty much put all your website stuff, what your church is about, and put it into a video? Maybe it's you, pastor, talking to a camera in front of in your sanctuary and just sharing who you are, the staff, what you believe, testimonies, what God's doing in your church, an invitation to people who are watching. Just very simple, and you can use that tool. We filmed you, we'll edit it, we'll professionally do it, the lighting, everything, and we'll set it up and we'll send it to you, and you can put it on your Facebook platform, you can put it on your website, whatever you want to use it for. But it's a great tool to grab people's attention and get the information so they're not having to go search everywhere. They're able to just get the information right in front of them. Number 4 is called the church video, the church history video. Man, I went to a website the other day and the church on there was an older church, and they had their story about the 100 years that they've been around. There's some churches, they're celebrating their 20 years, their 50 years, some 100, some are really old. They've been here a long time. Tell the story that even though the community's around you, maybe they've never heard the story. You guys create what we call a mini documentary. We've even done this in a church where old pastors who've been there in the past, they came and they blessed the church by telling the part of the story in these videos. And the church used it in their anniversary service. And there was tears. People were so blessed by the video. We can do that and put it together in a way that really attracts people, whether it just be for a memory for your church, just to put on your website as information, or just to really show your community, this is what God is doing in your community. Number 5, how about an announcement video? Some people read out their announcements right there in service after the worship or during tithes and offerings, whatever it may be. Well, some people, it's like, we don't want to do that during service. We really just want to focus on God. Well, that's fine. Hey, why don't we make an announcement video where you're able to put it up on your screen before service. As people are coming in, they can look up and get that information about what's going on this week, what's going on this month, what's going on in the next year. Number 6, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these things. They are actually really, really, really awesome tools. I'll say it again, they are awesome tools. Maybe you're like, I think it's all a waste of time. It's like, well, that's where everyone is. Jesus said, go into the world and preach the gospel. Well, my friend, the people in this world, they're on social media. That is where their eyes are. That is where their hands are. That is where their ears are. And it's our job as Christians to get the word of God in front of their eyes, in front of their ears. So faith cometh by hearing, right? Let's use these tools. Let's get out there and use them as to all that's available to us. There's so many aspects of social media that we are not using as churches, and we'd love to help you do that. We can help manage your social media. Number 7, graphic design. There's a lot of opportunities out there. There's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of platforms on the internet you can use that have good Christian stuff. Man, we can help you with getting something that's very unique to your church, whatever that graphic design. Maybe it's a logo, campaign for a poster or a sign that you're going to use. We can make it very personal to your church and get with you, get the vision, and make it very unique. Number 8, hey, there's a lot of churches out there that have great, amazing Christmas plays or caroling or a choir or some event that you're doing throughout the year, whether it be a trunk or treat or whatever it may be. Maybe you want to get that professionally filmed. We can do that. Put it all together into a really cool memory to either present to the community or just put on your website or your Facebook just as that memory to remember and bless your church for what you guys did and all the work that was put into things that you guys make an effort for. Speaking of those events, does the community know about them? How do you get it in front of the community? There was a time where they would use the newspaper, but there's something that's way more cost effective, and it's called Facebook ads. We would love to help you guys set those up. Now, maybe some of you have said, well, I boosted a post, didn't work very well. There is so much more to Facebook ads that some of us are ever going to realize. There's so much tools and there's so many ways to pinpoint exactly the people you're trying to reach. I heard of a church recently. They spent a budget, they confirmed a budget of $45 just to campaign through Facebook ads, and they saw 24 or 25 people come to that event through Facebook ads. $45 got 25 people there. That's pretty amazing. We would love to help you work on Facebook, using Facebook ads to help your church reach their community. We're helping a pastor recently. He wanted to just let his community know this church loves you and we're here for you. Give me a call. And so I helped him film some videos. He put them on Facebook ads, and he started to see people would recognize him in Walmart. It opened up conversations, and he was able to do so many cool things through his church. Lady called just wanting prayer. And it was just so cool how we were able to help him with that, just strategically sending out Facebook into the people that needed to see it. And last but not least, funnel page. Now, many churches have websites. Hey, and websites are great. They have their place, and man, some of them look great. Another thing about websites is you have to pay for them most of the time, especially if you want one done that looks good. And I'll tell you what, we are living in a day where people need to see things that are done with value and with effort and with professionalism. There is another option, another idea. It's a free thing, and it's called a funnel page, something like a website, except one thing that's different about it is it's very simple. And it's very professional, but very simple. And it doesn't have all that buttons and all those links and all that information. It's some basic information right in front of you. The person is able to look at it. They know what you believe. They know who you are, what you're about. And they're able to have a call of action. There's usually like one button on the page, leads to something else or gets them in your church, because there's no 30 different things they can click. It's just one thing that focuses on. And that's maybe different for whatever your church's vision is. And we can talk about this. Maybe it's something you guys have not considered. It's a great option besides a website if you don't have a website, because it doesn't cost anything, but funnel pages are a great tool, and people are using them all over the world for different things, for businesses, for marketing, for companies. They are a great tool. If you're interested in us helping you design one of those, we'd love to help you. There's great tools out there, and we'd love to be a blessing to your church.